So my question to you is this. So what exactly is Gen AI and how is it different from traditional artificial intelligence?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, TSM, for providing this opportunity. I'm audible, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Okay. So Gen AI is a very, very interesting concept. So we have been exposed to artificial intelligence for quite longer time. Earlier, it was like a machine learning, and slowly after Jeffrey Hilton, it developed into deep learning, and then we had a lot of use cases based on deep learning. The general difference between a Gen AI and deep learning or a traditional AI is that in generative AI, the model learns to replicate the data. Okay, so whereas in traditional AI, the model learns to discriminate and say what it is. Let's say this is a car or a bus, or it classifies, or it will try to forecast. That is the difference between Gen AI and traditional AI. In Gen AI, it sees the data and it sees the probability of what occurs next to it. For instance, let's say a sentence, English phrases or everything. There is a probability of a certain word that occurs next to it, right? So there is a probability distribution of everything. So if you take anything in this world, it comes with what occurs next. So what is the probability of occurring next? So if you neatly plot it, it will create like a curve, a kind of a probability curve. So this Gen AI model, like a GAN, there are different models, diffuser models or there, transformers or there. So all these models try to learn what is this distribution, and then it learns and then it will try to replicate it. So if you give an image of a person, a woman or a man or something, so it will try to learn it and then, oh, okay, in next to the nose we have this and all those things, and then it will try to replicate that image. So this is generative AI. Whereas in traditional AI, it will learn, it won't try, it learns not on a purpose of replicating, it learns on the purpose of discriminating. Okay, so this is the so a car distribution is this much for the car. So this is the image of a bus. A distribution of the data is such that this is the image of the bus. So this is how it discriminate and then it tells. So this is where the key difference is. At the earliest stage, people, many industrialists or companies did not value the usage of generative AI. So it was used in a very small research areas. Whereas the revolution happened after the paper published, which is the transformer, the architecture of the transformer. This is a unique architecture. Once this transformer is all you need, so attention is all you need, that particular paper. Once that is published, then the usage of the generative AI skyrocketed in the industry. And by the 2023 end, you had the OpenAI, which was a very small company initially. Now it is valued more than trillions of dollars. If it goes public, it may compete even Apple. So it is going to go public in a short moment, maybe in few months. Okay, so it was a very small company, and then they came up with the GPT architecture, GPT-3 architecture, and they released the Chat GPT, if you remember, like November 2023. That when the people, the larger retail, people, mass population started to use it and then see the usage of it, and then they were adopting it in everywhere, like summarization everywhere. So the key usage becomes so huge, and then slowly the industry start to adapt. That's where the revolution take place, and then it skyrocketed. So I would talk more about it, but this is the basic difference between these two.
Thank you, Mr. Ram.